Hey guys, got a first impression video for you today on the brand new ESV Diadem by Cambridge Bibles. This is in the black calfskin leather. So I am pumped about this. I've been a Cambridge fan for quite some time. I've got the Cambridge wide margin. I've got the Cambridge pit minion, a few editions of those. And man, there's just nothing better than peeling back the plastic on a Bible. I wish Skylar and Alan would do this on their Bibles as well, but they don't. So here it is, Cambridge Bible. There is the actual size of the font. Of course, this is paragraph format, red letter text. It's got references, concordance, presentation page, Smithsonian, however you want to say it. There is the ISBN number if you so choose to get this Bible. All right, well, sorry about the change of scenery. I was in the middle of unboxing this Bible earlier this afternoon, and here I am later this evening at home doing it for you guys. And so this is the ESV Diadem. Again, I mentioned this earlier. I am pumped about this Bible. Let's go ahead and open it up. So it comes in a clamshell box, and there's the Bible right there. Beautiful as all get out. Get rid of this box here. Now, to my knowledge, this is the third or fourth review on YouTube for this Bible, which I'm pumped about. I'm hoping tons of people see this, and I just hope that you guys can get as excited as I am about this new Bible that's come out by Cambridge. This Bible has been long awaited in the Bible community, and especially for those who love Cambridge Bibles. So getting into it, this, of course, is black calfskin. The cover is black calfskin. It's kind of like a Mariva calfskin. It's very smooth, very buttery, soft, not much texture. I will say that there's not much texture. The grain is very tight. There's really no raised grain on this Bible, with it being calfskin. Looking at the spine, you've got 5 semi-raised hubs. They're not super raised. You can kind of tell right there that maybe even less than a centimeter raised. They're more tooled in than anything. But you've got that basic Cambridge spine, Holy Bible, ESV, Cambridge. And then, of course, the back is nothing to write home about. It's that same calfskin cover. Now, there is perimeter stitching on this Bible, which I appreciate. Some Bibles only have a tooled line around the edges, and I like that, but personally, I love the perimeter stitching more than anything else. So, getting into the Bible, opening it up, you've got a thick, glossy polymer inner liner. This is like a fake leather. This is very popular in their Clarion and their ESV wide margin editions. It's very durable. I don't know why they use this over leather. I'm not too sure why. I would imagine that leather would be stronger. But it is a very strong material nonetheless. The corner work is done very nicely. You'll notice that there is really no pleating going on here. It's more so just kind of glued in and sewed on. Calfskin leather cover. The end sheet here is a glossy cardstock, and you will see that this Bible is edge-lined, which means it's going to withstand the test of time. Opening it up, you've got a new presentation page for Cambridge. This is typically not their presentation page. Now, it is as simple as their old presentation pages, but there's just a little bit more there. And of course, you got your family record, children, marriages, grandchildren, deaths. Now, this is also new to Cambridge, in my opinion. I don't believe their pit minions or their wide margins have had this in the past. Going forward, you've got Holy Bible, English Standard Version, This Bible was printed and bound in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. And you'll also see here that the paper is from France. Typeset is 8.2 on 8.5 lexicon number 1. Really nice typesetting. You got your table of contents here. Books of the Bible in alphabetical order. And you've got a preface to the English Standard Version, what it is, explanation of features in the Bible, so on, so forth. Then you've got your chronology of rulers during biblical times. Now, this is also new to Cambridge Bibles. I've never seen this in a Cambridge Bible before. And then you have your weights and measurements and monetary units up front here. And that leads you into the Old Testament, Genesis. And you're going to notice this beautiful layout right here. I'll kind of move forward a little bit into the meat of the Bible. We'll go to Nehemiah. Here you go. You got the double column paragraph format with your reference suite down here in the center with these two lines that kind of separate the text block, the text from the reference suite. And you got your footnotes down here at the bottom. Now, what I'll say about this, guys, is I really love this format. Generally, I've gotten used to Schuyler, which has the cross-reference suite down here at the bottom, and I've really enjoyed that. I haven't used Cambridge in a while because of the reference suite in the center. It distracts me. But I'm willing to give it another shot with this new Bible that they released. And so I'm going to be using this Bible over the next month, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how I like it. You'll see that this is a very bold and blackened text. It's very easy to read. Moving forward to your Psalms, you've got verse by verse in the Psalms. You've also got verse by verse in Proverbs, of course. Ecclesiastes, I believe is... No, Ecclesiastes is not verse by verse. It's paragraph format. And then Song of Solomon is verse by verse, which I really love that they have this in the Song of Solomon. I've really been loving this book. Going forward, you will notice that I did write there, so that is not, I already opened this Bible earlier and wrote in it a little bit. Getting to the Gospels, you'll notice that this is a red letter Bible, as is the Pitt Minion and as is the wide margin. And I used to be a huge fan of red letters. Now, the way Cambridge does it is very nice. It is red. You can tell it's red, but it's not a bright red. It's a deep red, which, unless it's in a paragraph like this, you can almost barely tell that that's red text. So it is noticeable. I love red text sometimes. Other times it distracts me. But if you love red text, if you're used to the Cambridge Bibles, you're going to love this one. Moving forward to the back of the Bible, we'll get to the concordance here. This concordance is one of the most extensive concordances I've seen in a Cambridge Bible. This entire packet of sheets right here, I would say, let me see how many pages this is. Is there page numbers? There's not page numbers on this, but there is quite a lot of concordance notes. I love concordances. Some people say they don't use a concordance, and I don't understand how. Anytime I'm in the Bible and I'm trying to think of a passage, there's typically in that passage a key phrase or a key word that you would find in the concordance, and looking up that word can help you find that verse. And so I use this frequently in my meetings, Bible studies, so on and so forth. Now, I do wonder why there is, wide margins on the top and bottom margin of the concordance. It seems a little odd to me, to be honest. This is something you're not going to my experience, you're not going to be writing in the concordance. And so I feel like this is kind of smushed down. The text is a little bit smaller than it should have to be. If they were to extend this as far as height, it might, make it spread out a little bit more, which I'm not super complaining about it. I mean, I can read this, but it doesn't make sense, is what I'm getting at. Moving forward to the back, you've got your Cambridge Bible maps. It tells you which maps are which. And then you've got your map index. Now, this is something that Cambridge has done for a long time, and for those who love maps, it's super useful. You've got every city, every town, every area ever mentioned in Scripture in this concordance or in this index, and it tells you exactly where in the maps you can find it. Now, moving forward, the maps themselves, typical Cambridge maps with the coloring. This is on a thicker, glossier cardstock paper. You can kind of see the shimmer right there. They're durable. Again, I don't really use maps. I would rather them take this out, the maps out, and give us more either lined notebook paper or just some extra pages in the back. You know, some thicker cardstock pages. You don't get many in this Bible. And what I do is I put a places traveled or used, because I travel and I preach and I teach, and so I like to keep a journal. So you got 1, 2, and then really just 3 right here. 3 pages of emptiness in the back that you can use, not too much, leading you back to the end of the Bible with that edge lined. Now you will see the ribbons here. You get 3 double-sided satin red ribbons. You know, it boggles my mind, and I'm not complaining. I'm just questioning things. This Bible is $221. And it boggles my mind as to why they use some dinky ribbons like this. Again, you know, the Beresford ribbons are the ones that are going to last you long term. And this Bible was made to last, but the ribbons were not. And so I always wonder, why are they charging this much and they can't put Beresford ribbons in the Bible? But I digress. Guys, that is the Cambridge ESV Diadem in calfskin leather. A beautiful Bible. I would really love it if they made this in goatskin. Maybe they will down the road. Again, that's another question I have, is why are they only offering it in calfskin and calf split? And why for $221? Now, there might be a reason as to why. It could be that COVID has screwed up distribution and, you know, availability of goatskin. Not sure, just guessing. But I would love to see them make this in a goatskin Bible. Well, guys, that is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I will drop a link in the description below to this Bible, and you can pick it up for yourself. Until then, God bless.